All right, guys, we're back. This is lesson H.14, and today's all about determinants. Now, we haven't really talked a lot about determinants. I briefly mentioned it in the last video. We are leading into solving systems using something known as Cramer's rule. And to do Cramer's rule, you need to know determinants. So for now, don't ask why you're doing all this. Just go ahead and follow the mathematics of it. Just get familiar with the mechanics, okay? So I've got a very generic system of equations, no numbers. It's ax plus by equals c, dx plus ey equals f, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to solve these systems by substitution, and I'm actually going to get down to the end where it says y equals and x equals. All right, so let's start over here. I'm going to do this in two columns. I've got ax plus by equals c. And I'm going to subtract ax from both sides. And that gives me by equals c minus ax. And to solve for y, I just divide both sides by b. And I get y equals c minus ax over b. All right, piece of cake. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug that value for y into the second equation and solve for x. So the second equation says dx plus e. Now, ey right there. So I'm going to take that out and replace it with c minus ax over b. So we've got c minus ax over b equals f. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of that denominator. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Just to clarify this, I'm going to rewrite this a little differently. I've got dx plus e outside of c minus ax over d equals f. Okay, I'm thinking of that e as e over 1 and just multiplying fractions. All right, so now I want to get rid of the d in the denominator. That's a b. That's a b in the denominator. b. Sorry, hope that didn't confuse you. Now I want to get rid of the b in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply both sides of this, or I'm just multiply the whole equation by b, okay? And I get b dx plus. Now the b here in the numerator cancels with b in the denominator, so I have e parentheses c minus ax equals bf. Okay? Now I'll distribute the e, and I get b dx plus ce minus aex equals bf. Notice I'm putting all my variables in alphabetical order. Next, what I'm going to do is I've got b dx plus ce minus aex equals bf. I'm going to rearrange these two terms right here because I want to get the x terms next to each other. So I've got b dx minus aex plus ce equals bf. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract ce from both sides here, and I'm going to factor out the x here. I'm going to do two things at the same time. I've got x outside of bd minus ae, so I just factored the x out, equals bf minus ce. So I did two things in that step. I hope I didn't lose anyone. Okay, now what I want to do is isolate the x. To do that, divide both sides by bd minus ae. bd minus ae. That cancels with that, and x equals bf minus ce over bd minus ae. Okay? Now, just trust me on this next one. What I want to do is I want to change the order of these. Okay? So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by -1 over -1. That's a 1. And remember, all I'm doing is multiplying by 1. So I'm not changing the value. What it does is change the orders of these terms. So now I've got CE minus BF over AE minus BD. That's what x equals. We could have been solving systems of equations this way all along. And you can do it now if you want to. So CE minus BF over AE minus BD is what x will equal. Now, we're not done though. We get more math to do. Because now we're going to go over here. We're going to do another column. We're going to start with AX plus BY equals C. And this time we're going to do all that arithmetic again, but this time we're going to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract BY from both sides. And I get AX equals, C minus BY, okay? Then I'm going to divide both sides by A. A's cancel, and I have X equals C minus BY over A. Now I'm going to take that, plug it into the second equation up here for X. So now I've got D times, take out the X and put in C minus BY over A plus EY equals F. And we're going to go through all the arithmetic again. Multiply, well, I'm going to do this. D parentheses C minus BY over A plus EY equals F. Now, I'm going to multiply everything by A, and that's going to get rid of that A in the denominator. So I've got D times C minus BY plus AEY equals AF. Now it's time to distribute the D. So I've got CD minus BD BDY, that's a D right there, equals plus, gosh darn it, AEY equal to AF. Okay, now we're good. Let me read that to you again. It's CD minus BDY plus AEY equals AF. All right, now we've got CD. Yeah, what I want to do is I'm going to put these two terms up. I'm going to rearrange the terms here is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put it as AEY minus BDY. So I took this term, put it in front, then the middle term, and I'm going to put the CD plus CD there equals AF. That's so that I can factor out a Y here and have AE minus BD. And I'm going to subtract CD from both sides, so that's AF minus CD. Divide both sides by AE minus BD. That cancels, and Y equals AF minus CD over AE minus BD. Okay, now look at what we've got here. I've got X equals to CE minus BF over AE minus BD, and AF minus, and Y equal to AF minus CD over AE minus BD. What I want you to notice is that the denominators are the same. Those denominators are the same, okay? So let's just put squares around those. We want to remember what those are, okay? I'm going to pause the video here and continue it with a second video. So, if you have to, go back and re-watch the arithmetic there. I know I made a couple mistakes along